Once, authenticity came with a price. It was written into the flaws of every medium. Film grain, tape hiss, vinyl crackle. These weren't mistakes, but imprints of human touch and material limits. They carried imperfection like fingerprints on old love letters. Now we can simulate those same textures with a few clicks. The more convincing the flaw, the less we care whether it was ever real to begin with. The value of these signatures has shifted from authenticity to effect. What was once a byproduct is now a design feature. The imperfection isn't just faked, it's optimized for emotional response. We are sold the illusion that we can feel something real through algorithmic nostalgia. What was once a byproduct of human limitation, our messy handwriting, our verbal slips, the grain in old film, has now been codified into a feature. Authenticity is no longer something we discover. It's something we program into every tweet, photo edit, and text message. We buy software that fakes emotional nuance because it sells better, faster. The result is a paradox. The more we automate imperfection, the less we trust anything at face value. What does it mean to be human if every flaw can be manufactured? If our filters now make us untrustworthy, where do we turn for genuine connection in an age of perfect simulation?
Yeah, I mean, so I think for a lot of people, they haven't really been exposed to how quickly and how, better and better AI systems are getting. And he's not just talking about, AI potentially taking jobs, that sort of thing. I think we need to take a step back and think about the goal of these companies, what they claim is to build superintelligence. And this means AI systems that are smarter than all of humanity combined. And the problem is that the way that we build AI today, we don't actually understand how it works. It's more like building AI systems like growing AI systems than it is kind of like actually building them in a way that we understand. And so there's this kind of fundamental challenge of how do we control something that is much, much smarter than us.
Neural networks make up details when they don't know what to show, like filling in blanks from incomplete data.
It's not a glitch, it's just how they guess.
AI doesn't make mistakes in the human sense. It produces artifacts that arise from the logic of its training data and model architecture. A 6-fingered hand in a DALL-E image or repetitive phrasing in ChatGPT isn't an error, but a symptom, a glitch with personality. These outputs are not random. They emerge from the same algorithmic terrain that creates value, meaning, and confusion. Like VHS tracking errors or typewriter jams, they're the fingerprints of a new medium. The more we interact with them, the more familiar these flaws become, and the closer they come to being mistaken for authenticity itself. Just this week, one of AI's most prominent researchers warned that the world is in peril, not from the technology itself, but from what it erodes. Our ability to recognize flaws as meaningful. When every inconsistency can be faked and even sold, we lose touch with the real markers of originality and vulnerability. The authenticity industry isn't just selling rawness, it's cultivating a demand.
The art contributed more to man's progress than any other art. By means of printing, the fund of knowledge accumulated through the ages is available to everyone, rich and poor alike.
Roland Barthes once described the punctum as that small detail in a photograph which pierces the viewer, a flaw, a gesture, an imperfection so unique it becomes unforgettable. But what happens when even memory is no longer bound to history? When photographs are generated by algorithms and our deepest emotions curated for consumption. In this new landscape, the past is not preserved, it's rebranded. Authenticity becomes a brand itself, sold as heritage, even when there's no original to begin with. Our personal histories are rewritten by data, and what we once called truth is now just another style. The weight of tradition dissolves in favor of mass-produced nostalgia. When even our memories are fabricated, trust itself becomes obsolete. We no longer believe in the past. We only respond to curated artifacts. And so we become our own consumers of authenticity, buying back fragments of ourselves that were never ours to begin with.